good evening, and welcome to Tea Time.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tea Time. I am so glad you're joining me this evening. It's right, it's Monday. It is June 20th. And I'm going to talk about my weekend really briefly and then get to my guest. Friday, I was here at beautiful Paradise Studios in Massapequa. Bobby does an open mic and you can come and you could perform a monologue. You could do stand-up comedy. And then after that, they have karaoke. And I brought my friend Barbara Held with me. Barbara is going to be 86 years old, and she got up, there she is, and she did some stand-up sitting down. And I said to her, Barbara, there's a lot of older gentlemen here on a Friday night, including a 91-year-old man named Melroney. And I said, I think you should come. So we walked in and everyone was here and they were so sweet. And Barbara really wasn't prepared to do stand-up, but she's like, I'm like, go ahead, Barbara, go wing it, go wing it. And she did great. And Bobby's like, if this is her unprepared, I can't wait to see her prepared. So we had a great time and it was a fun night out. And I made sure she was home by 11 o'clock. Saturday, my friend Doreen from Bayside came with her cousin Michael to my house and I made dinner. We had a wonderful dinner. And then we ended up at Coaster's Tavern on Newbridge Road in East Meadow for karaoke. My friend Dennis runs karaoke there every now and then. And we had a blast. We had a really nice time. And some of my Strong Island family showed up there, which was really, really nice. Sunday was Father's Day. And I spent yesterday at my sister's house in Dix Hills with my dad, with my family, and that's what it's about, familia. Bobby's going to put that pic up of me and my dad. And I love my dad. There he is, my dad, Salvatore Canestresi, aka Sam. Is just turned 87, and God bless my dad. And I'm just so blessed that he's still here with me and I have him here to celebrate. So I hope everyone had a wonderful Father's Day yesterday. The weather on Long Island was perfect. I also want to remind you that Rescuing Families is having their yard sale this weekend. There it is, the 25th and 26th. Gina and Vinny from Rescuing Families raise money because they renovate homes for people who are disabled. So the money goes to a great cause. I donated a ton of stuff. I went through my attic. I went through my closets. I went through my basement. So come support, shop. It's a lot of fun. And just a quick announcement I want to make, because I just made it on Facebook with permission from the writers and directors. But I just landed a couple of parts that I want to just announce. I am playing Sophia in a movie called Pancakes and Syrup with Tom Daddario and Robert Savetis. And I'm excited about that. And hopefully we'll be filming in August. And then Maria Filippone, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, reached out to me to play Jean in a short film called The Graveyard Medium. So I'm really excited that I got booked for 2 things. Things are starting to come back now. And yeah, I'm really excited. And speaking about acting, I am so thrilled because I have an actor, director. He's also a writer. He's produced, and he is also founded a film festival and co-founded an ensemble and production company. So he's also an award-winning actor, by the way. And, he's from a very famous family. His uncle and his cousin are known. And I'm so excited to have Bill here with me. So please welcome Bill Sorvino to the show. Hi, Bill.
Yeah, I had applause.
Hey, you like that? So, Bill, I'm excited. We're friends on Facebook. We have a lot of mutual friends, and you've worked with them. And I've had them on the show, and I'm excited to have you here. And I want everyone to get to know you and who you are and what you've done. So let's start by where you grew up.
I grew up in Jersey City.
Yeah.
You
never left, right?
I did. I technically live in Chatham, New Jersey.
Okay.
But I spend half my time in Jersey City still, via the film festival, as you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah.
I grew up in Jersey City. My grandfather laid roots in Jersey City when he was a little boy coming from Italy, and we still have the same family house that he bought in 1929. My parents still live there part-time too.
Oh, that's great. I love when I hear stories like that. It's like to try to keep everything in the family. I always said years ago, we all grew up like in the same house or apartment building, and then we were on the same block and we were in the same town. Now you're lucky if you're in the same state.
Yeah.
And that's so sentimental. I'm very sentimental. So I love hearing that.
Well, I grew up with my grandparents in the same house.
Yep. I grew up with my grandparents in the apartment building. Yeah, I know exactly.
Family house. So we spent more time with my grandparents than we really did. Our side was to sleep and the other side was to live.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when we moved to Bayside, Queens, we lived downstairs in the basement, but we slept upstairs. It's great. So tell me, what did you do after high school? And did you always want to act? Because obviously, Sorvino, your uncle is Paul Sorvino,
right?
And your cousin is Mira. And, is the acting bug within the family? Did you always know whether it was in you when you were younger or by watching your uncle?
It's like that question has a lot of answer to it.
That's the wrong thing, Bobby, but thank you. Go ahead. Well, take it in parts.
Yeah. So growing up, our family is a very, my grandmother's saying was, my father and my uncle's mother, her saying was, "What do you expect from a family of actors and salesmen?" So I grew up in a family of very big personalities, very performing types of people. My father was never a performer, but he, you would think he is. He's always telling, big, long jokes, and he's got that, big sort of entertaining personality type of thing. And of course, my uncle did, and my other uncle, who, was similar in that way too. And then growing up, seeing my uncle in movies and all that, of course, has certainly had a huge influence. I didn't start acting till later. I was more of a musician in the arts.
Oh, really? Did you play an instrument or sing?
Yeah, all. I play. Yeah, I play guitar and drums, and I played bass at one point, and always singing for whatever bands I was in. And so, yeah, because I'm kind of like that center of attention. I don't feel that. I don't feel that vibe really all that often. Like, I'm a kind of a low key dad kind of guy, but like I do have that sort of center of attention personality when it rises to the top. So basically, I was doing that for a long time. I got signed to a small record label. Disney was going to take my one song for a movie. It didn't pan out, and it's kind of after that I sort of started drifting away from music.
Right.
And when my daughter Sophia was born in 2005, I wouldn't say the acting bug. I spent a long weekend with my uncle and Mira. Actually, they were down at our shore house right after my daughter was born, and we spent the whole long weekend. And my uncle was giving Mira's husband Chris Backus, who's a great actor also.
Mm-hmm.
some acting advice, auditioning. They were trying to do some audition stuff because he had a big audition, whatever. And then it was a whole weekend of that, and I really never had acted at all. And of course, I had been on set with my uncle for Law and Order a few times. I had been around it my whole life,
Right.
the big parties, A-list stuff, whatever. For me, it was just a thing that was fun.
Yeah.
But then after that weekend, because I don't know, it just hit me that I wanted to try acting. So I went to William Esper's studio. Within a few months, I was in William Esper's studio, which is in the city, one of the most renowned, acting schools in the country, in the world, really.
Yeah.
And I basically proceeded on my career of acting. And so,
well, I have to tell you, I met your uncle twice. I met Paul years ago in the 80s when I was working in Manhattan. I had to go down to a radio station. And as I'm waiting, he actually walked in. I'm not a shy person. I approach anybody. And I told him I'm a fan of his and I appreciate his work. And he was so sweet, sweetest, really. Had a beautiful conversation with him. And that was back then. And then I met him actually a year ago, next month, July. He did MobCon in AC. It was the MobCon, SopranoCon thing. And he was there also. And it was lovely seeing him again. And I know he was in the movie Birthday Cake, which was nice to see him. And also, it's just nice to see, people still doing what they love, especially as you get older, because a lot of people, as they get older, unfortunately, not that they become forgotten about, but I think, they're not always out there in your face. So it's just nice to see when someone, of his credits is still, out there doing what he loves. You know what I mean? So, real quick, you guys, you on the Family Feud with him.
Yeah.
Bobby's going to put that up. You on Family Feud with him. And there you are.
It was fun.
What was that? Now, did you kick, you played against, oh my God, but there you are.
Yeah. We played against,
oh God, I wrote it down somewhere. I can't find it. Melissa.
Yes.
Joan Hartman?
Joan Hart.
Melissa Joan Hart. There you go. Did you win?
We lost. She was as sweet as could be. The whole family was super nice. And they were like so serious about it. They wanted to win, and they were I was there for fun. Like, I didn't care. And they were like, they were so serious, but they were nice. They were super nice.
Yeah, yeah.
We got all the wrong answers. We were terrible.
It's a fun experience,
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great. Well, listen, we're going to take my first break. I want you to stay where you are, and I want everyone else to stay where they are. And I want to say thank you. Hi, Mickey and Ann and Cindy and Bruno and everyone for watching. Angela, my girl from Philly. Please like the show. Please share it. The show Tea Time is on every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on Channel 20 for people here who live on Long Island and get Optimum. Don't go away, because when we come back, we're going to really get into Bill's career. More with Bill Sorvino. Don't go away. So where do you want to go tonight?
Are you bored?
Oh my God.
Hold on tight. We're gonna coast this.
Well, hi there, Teresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Teresa. Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight because I have actor, director, he's a writer, he's produced, he's done it all. And he is Bill Sorvino, and I am so excited to have him with me here tonight. So before the break, we were talking about your uncle, your cousin, you did the Family Feud thing, you're on set with him, and you said, hey, I want to give this a shot. You studied at a very prestigious William Esper studio, is that what it's called, in Manhattan? And then your very, very, very first gig, and if I get this wrong, correct me, I think was back in what, 1999? You did the championship season. It was a movie?
Yeah, but that's quick.
Well, we all have to start somewhere, Bill.
Yeah.
But from there, it gave you the sounding board to continue moving on. And and through the years, you kept going. You did theater, you did some shorts, you did Quantum Heaven, you did The Art of Money, In the End. And then you kept going. And it's so exciting because you also got involved then in producing and writing. You did Inside Hollywood on the Hudson, where you produced and wrote it, actually, correct?
That is actually my wife's talk show. That's something similar to yours.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was writing, producing it, but she hasn't been doing it for a while, but she did it for like about 3 or 4 years.
Nice.
But yeah, that's it was her.
I'm doing mine. It'll be 4 years, August.
Yeah, she did it for quite a while, and she's had so many other ventures she's been involved with that she I don't know if she'll go back to it or not, but she had a lot of fun with it, and I helped her out with it, and then it was hers. It was hers, really.
That's great. And then you did Pollination, and you also acted and wrote that.
That one I did not write that. No, that's just a small. I wouldn't even give that one too much airtime.
All right.
So I'll give you the highlights.
Give me the highlights.
So getting out of finishing at William Esper Studio, I did the Quantum Heaven was a great little short I did with my cousin Michael, who's also an actor.
Yeah.
Mira's brother, Paul's son, right? So we're like brothers, really.
Cousin.
So, yeah, we worked together on Quantum Heaven, which was like a nice little short. It wasn't a big thing. But the next thing we did in 2008 was something with Domenica Scorsese, who's Martin Scorsese's daughter, who I played we played a romantic co-leads in the movie.
Nice.
And we won an award out in I forgot the film festival in California for my cousin won Best Director. It was a great film, but we didn't it was a short. You get it to festivals, you do this, you win some awards, and that's the end of it. Right. It was great. It was a great experience. Worked with Martin Scorsese's daughter, which was wonderful. Yeah. And then so moving along, I did a film out in Iowa, believe it or not, called oh god, I'm so terrible with this kind of thing.
Tell me what year, and I'll tell you what it might have been.
2012, 2013, something like that.
Manic?
No, Maniac.
Maniac
was a cool film. I won. The other one is not that. Whatever.
Was it a short?
What's that?
Was it a short?
Maniac was a short. I won Best Actor with that.
Yes, and then you did Dangerous Games, which was also a short.
Dangerous Games was a short. That was a proof of concept. It was a great short, but the producer didn't want to make the feature afterwards for whatever reason.
Really?
But that's what the point was. We did it for the producer.
Right.
And then I did Mommy's Box, as you mentioned.
Let me tell you about Mommy's Box. I watched it today, and I loved it. Yeah. I really did. I thought it was a great film. I think everyone was well casted. My friend Gina Scotta is in that movie. She played the mother, and you play her grown-up son.
Right. So it's Johnny Greenlaw who directed and wrote it and starred as the lead.
Yes.
Great talent. Johnny is. We're good friends to this day. But he we shot it in Long Island, as you probably know.
Yeah, I
We
saw
said mommy, but in flashbacks.
Long Island. Let's plug Northport. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a great film. It was a lot of fun to do. Johnny was great. The film itself, I thought, was just very enjoyable. We won several awards. I won Best Supporting Actor at Malibu Film Festival. And Johnny won a bunch of different directing awards, and it was a great film. It was released through it had a nice decent distribution.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was his life cycle, but it was good. It was a really, really good film.
To watch it. Just look for it, find it. You can find it. It's called Mommy's Box. It was
on Prime.
It was really good. I did. I really because I wanted to watch, and then I know you did Who's Jenna?
Who's Jenna? Yeah.
Which is hysterical.
That was a great film. Did you see it?
I saw some of it. I can't lie and tell you I saw the whole thing, but I saw some of it. And Joe D'Onofrio, who I've had on the show,
he's great.
And Gary Pesco, who I've had on the show. Gary played your dad, right?
He played what?
Gary. He played. What did he play in that movie?
No. He played my boss.
The boss. Because that locker scene, I almost wet myself.
Yeah. So and Joe D'Onofrio is great too. Like we played off each other. We were Joe D'Onofrio and I were in Mommy's Box together also.
Yes.
And we were also in Maniac together.
Yes.
We were in 3, 4, maybe 5 films together. But it was a great film. It was really funny. It was off color as can possibly be. And Tom Baldinger, great writer, great director. Also friends with him to this day. That film was so much fun. Tracy Birdsall played the lead. It was such a fun film to make, and I thought it was just a hysterical.
It was, but I have to ask you because there were certain scenes that I'm watching. I'm going, did they just improv that scene?
We did some.
Because I was going to say there were some scenes where I'm saying, I wonder if that was improv.
The stuff with me and Gary. Gary is a great actor.
Yes.
And Joe too. Like I can improv if you want me to, but I like script and then improv within the script.
Right.
Those guys were like, let's improv. They were really wanting to fly off the handle, and I'm like, sure, let's do it, whatever. And so a lot of the stuff you see was just like thrown out there, and we go back and forth, little play back and forth. Gary was great with that.
Well, I have to tell you, you can tell when you're on camera with both of them, with Gary and Joe. There's a certain chemistry that's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just see it on the screen.
Yeah, Gary and I always talk about how we have to do another film together, something together, because we had a ton of fun doing that, and we became very good friends before that actually, and then we did that together. And then so moving forward, I did the Deep State web series, which
the Deep State. We have that picture, right, Bob? Yeah. Deep State. We have that. There it is. Yep. Yeah. Tell me about that one.
It's a great web series. Look it up on YouTube. The Deep State web series. It's a dark, disturbing look at the possible ways things are happening in the world. Very timely. And it's a really I enjoyed it, and I did that with John Austin Wiggins, Alexander Turnstrom, and Tom Zanka wrote and directed it. I thought it was a great thing. It was on YouTube.
Yeah.
We went into some film festivals. Again, indie stuff. It has its life cycle.
Well, you know what? You can't. I know some people who turn their head up to indie, and after seeing Coda, win the awards that they won for an indie film. I mean, it's like I don't understand how people can think that way, but you never know where something's going to go. You just never.
Actually, with Who's Jenna, we were released through Lionsgate.
Yes, you were.
Distribution. Yes.
Yeah, that's no schleppy company.
No. It was a good release. We had a good release, and we had a huge premiere with hundreds and hundreds of people. It was nuts. It was like the most fun I think I've ever had at a film that I was in, because I hate watching myself.
Do you really?
Hate.
Really?
Yes, hate. I want to do it and for the art, and I want to leave it behind.
Okay.
Not interested in seeing myself acting. It's a weird thing, but anyway, it was a great premiere. But that we had that's probably to date that was the most largest distribution I've had with any project I've been in.
Right. And then,
And
where was the premiere for that?
the premiere was actually in Asbury Park.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, at a great. I forgot the name of the theater. It was a cool theater and a big theater in Asbury Park. It was a lot of fun.
Nice. Really nice. Well, you know, we mentioned you won many awards. You won Best Actor in the Northwest Film Festival. You won Breakout Performer in Long Island Film Festival out here. You won Best Actor at Jersey Shore Festival. You've been nominated Best Supporting. It's exciting, you know, to be recognized.
It's nice that you're saying all these because I forgot all about them.
But it's nice to be recognized for the work that, you know, you love to do and take such pride in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It's great. And you know, you have some producer creds, and you've also, let's talk about you're the founder and president of the Golden Door International Film Festival of Jersey City. And that you started in 2010, correct?
That's right.
So how did that all come about? Did you feel Jersey City needed something?
Yeah, that's what it was. It's the same stupid story. I always tell this story, but I literally had a dream. I woke up from sleep, had a dream that I was running a film festival, mentioned it the next day to some people that we were at a party, Jersey City people, all this, and you know, just talk to this person, talk to that person. Before you knew it, the thing was like had its own legs. You know, it just started going without. It was pulling me instead of me pushing something.
Wow.
Yeah, and so we planned for about a year and a half for the first one, and which was 2011. We conceived the idea in 2010. 2011 was the actually first edition, first film festival we've held, and now we're on our we're on our 11th. We just had our 11th one.
Wow.
And we've had it's a great film festival. It's pretty well known throughout the whole region.
And when was it? Because I'm sorry I missed it.
What's that?
I said, when was it? I'm sorry I missed it.
It just passed. May 12th or
You had it
something.
in May?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have it next year. We haven't announced the dates for next year, but yeah, it was a great time this time because we kept it smaller. We accepted less films, and I don't know. It was an intimate affair. I kind of liked it. We got so big where we had 250, 275 films.
Wow.
Entirely very large, and we had this big theater where it's like a palace theater kind of thing where there's.
You have it the same place every year normally?
Yeah. That theater right now is which is why we kept it smaller. That theater is right now closed for renovation, so we'll be back with that theater in a couple of years probably. So we're keeping it more intimate and small, kind of bringing the feel back. Yeah. So, but yeah, we became 500 people at these events. It was a monster.
So how many films did you have then this past May compared to, you know?
We had I think 50 or 60 only.
Okay.
You know, where we had gotten it to where it was 250 because we get so many submissions. We maybe a quarter of them, and you know, all great films, but. You know,
you choose. How do you select? How is that process?
We have our team. We have a large team of people, about 10, 12 people who all watch all the films, and we collaborate on what films, you know, we think, depending on some of the themes we're trying to have, the time constraints, the subjects we want to touch on. So there's a lot of factors that go into choosing films. Quality is number one, of course. Yeah, it's a undertaking.
Does it take? You know, it's a huge, like you said, it's something that's huge. And I mean, does it take you an entire year to prepare for next year?
It does. We every year after the actual event, we take about like a 2-3 week break, about a month break.
Okay.
And then we get back into the meetings, and we get back into figuring out all the different stuff that has to be figured out. You know, there's a lot of pieces and parts that you have to kind of work out. And then in the last month, everything is like it's like a cluster F of things
Yeah.
having to get done.
Yeah.
It all comes together at the end.
It's like giving birth, right? You prepare all these months, and then it's almost like the day of a wedding. You have 4 hours, and just remember it because it's going to go by really, really fast.
Right. Same thing. So that's that. Yeah. So the film festival was conceived with the name Golden Door because my grandfather, as I mentioned, came to America when he was 7 years old from Italy, and it's meaningful to me. Golden Door. He he came over on a boat. And he loved America. He loved Jersey City. He loved his house. He loved everything about this country, and instilled that into me. And Jersey City is like called America's Golden Door because in the poem that's at the Statue of Liberty, the last line says, "I lift my lamp beside the golden door."
Wow!
Because that is the golden door to opportunity, America, to a new life.
It's amazing.
And that's what I wanted to give the filmmakers the opportunity of with their film.
It's nice because they need a platform,
Yeah.
So it's nice that you started that and you have that, that legacy all those years and continue to do so. I think it's great. Listen, we're going to take another quick break. I want you to stay there. Everyone stay where you are. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody watching the show. When we come back, we'll talk about you co-founding something else that we'll talk about it when we come back. I want to give everything away. Everyone's got to stay there and stay on the seat of the edge of their seat. All right, listen. We'll be right back. Don't go away. More with Bill Sorvino when we get back. So where do you want to go tonight?
Are you bored?
Oh my God.
Hold on tight. We're gonna coast this.
Welcome to Sunday Dinner with Chef Clemente. This is an all-new show about family cooking, Sunday dinner, things we did as a child, bringing back some memories and some tradition. This is how this dish was born. I'm going to show you that in just a couple of minutes. So, the trick with the meatballs too, when you fry them, you don't want to overcrowd the pan too much. The drizzle, not too much of olive oil, right on top of that fish. So, a little flour, a little egg, cella luna, met somebody, everybody drink some wine. Everybody keep those going. Pass them around, everybody eat a little bit. Come on, you gotta dance. Oh my God! Get together, go visit your mother, your sister, your cousin, bring some pastry, some food, get together, eat, drink, be happy. Who wants some linguine, clams, and pastry?
How you doing? It's Sal the Voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Teresa Canastraci Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. And make sure you follow Teresa on Facebook. Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me. I have actor, producer, writer, director, founder of the Golden Door International Film Festival. Bill Sorvino's with me. Hello, Bill.
Hello.
So you also co-founder at Brazen Giant Ensemble and Production. So tell me about that. I think that was back in 2018, right?
Yes, I started that with Christian Kyber, who's my also producing partner with Brazen Giant Ensemble and Productions. I just posed the idea to him. We're good friends, and whatever. We were just hanging out one time, and I was like, I kind of want to start it. I wanted to start sort of a theater ensemble where we could develop works, maybe put some shows up or not or whatever, but basically develop works and kind of workshop all the different aspects of whether it's acting, whether it's writing, whether it's your script, your audition, your this or that. So we said, yeah, let's do it. Let's create this. So now the name Brazen Giant comes from the first line of the poem on the Statue of Liberty, which says, "Not from the brazen giants of Greek Colossus fame." So I like the name Brazen Giant for acting or entertainment, professionals, because you need to be a brazen giant.
Absolutely.
Or you get ramrodded, rolled over, and we called it Brazen Giant. we've been meeting every other week except for the pandemic. We went on Zoom for like, I don't know, it was like about a year.
Right.
But we kept meeting too. But we've been meeting since 2018, since January 2018, every other week in the city. And we have this great, fabulous group of people, very talented professionals that bring in their scripts or bring in their audition or bring in an acting piece that they're trying to work on. It's all different aspects of that. And we produce a few films through that. And yeah, it's phenomenal because it's kept my chops up, because whenever we do these readings, you challenge yourself. Everyone challenges themselves to like find, it's all cold readings too. So you get these cold reading acting is a whole. It keeps you very sharp. It's not studied. It's not pre-performed. It's not pre-thought out. You just have to on the fly come up with shit. So sorry. Stuff.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it, because when I auditioned for, well, actually, I didn't have to audition. It's the first time, Bill, I didn't have to audition. Isn't that right? She contacted me and she said, "I think you'd be perfect for this part. It's not a big part, but it's sassy." And and I came up with the backstory for her, and we actually just did we did the reading on via Zoom. And after she texted me and she said that was perfect, and I had told her what my backstory for my character was, and she says, "Wow," she says, "I went in a different direction, but I like your direction better." And it was cold. I mean, she just sent it to me that day, so it's like maybe I had like just one time to like just read through it, and then we met, and that's like you said, that's where everything comes to the table at that point.
Yeah, it's good. It's great to do cold reading, because it forces you to dig a little deeper in the spur of the moment, which helps your it helps your sort of your just in the moment.
Yeah.
Having to be in the moment. What is acting is all about, being in the moment.
Yeah.
And so improving in the moment while you're reading a script. That's what acting is. And if you do a lot of cold reading, you wind up getting really good at that.
Right.
That's what I love about it. And so anyway, so Brazen Giant is just fantastic. I love that group. I love the people. I love running it with Christian.
That's
and it's been a huge boon for my personal acting development.
Right.
In those 4 years, I've become a 5 times better actor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, if someone's not part of this ensemble that you put together there, but they wrote a book and they turned it into a screenplay, and I mean, is that someone that you would be open to having approach you, or do they have to?
It's a very closed group.
Okay.
If someone knows someone who knows someone, then we accept referrals within the group.
Yeah.
But it's not like we're not a business.
Right.
Where people can say, "Oh, pay you money to be in." No, it's not that. It's like if you knew somebody and you said, "Listen, Bill, I have," or yourself, whatever. Like, and they have to have certain number of credits. They have to have a pretty. Everyone in that group is extremely.
Portfolio.
They have a very long resume. Everyone in that group,
right?
And that's what we really want. We want people who are very serious about the craft, whatever craft that may be, acting, directing, writing.
Yeah. So once a week, that's great.
No, every other week.
Every other week in the city.
Yeah, in the city.
But that's good, and it gives you something to do, and like you said, it keeps you sharp, and that's what's important.
Yeah, we meet at Players Theater, and we do this in a theater. It's a real deal thing, and it's just not only is it a lot of fun, it's just great for the artistic soul.
Yeah,
it really is.
That's awesome. It's just good. It's all good stuff. Just all good stuff. I want to talk to you about the Della Morta sisters.
Yeah.
Della Morta sisters. Bobby's going to put up a pic. two of my friends, Randy and Deborah, are in that. Unfortunately, I don't know the third girl who's in it.
Yeah, Judith.
Judith. And the Delamore sisters. Was this you directed it?
Mm-hmm.
And how did that all come to be?
The girls, Judith and Randy, they were the producers, and Randy's friend Andrew Marino was the writer.
Yes, I had Andrew and Randy on my show.
Okay, yeah,
Great
so
people.
great people, love them to death. A lot of fun, but they approached me on Facebook and said, "Do you direct?" I said, "Not really, but I know what to do." Like kind of thing. I've been in so many films myself, and I've done a little bit of directing.
Right.
And I think one of my better skills that I have from Brazen Giant, besides the acting, is giving, not directing, but feedback in a way that helps either a performer or whatever. You know, I'm good at sort of parsing out what's going on and try and get the piece more coherently forward.
Right.
Anyway, so they approached me, and I said basically those things. I'm like, I don't have like any resume of directing, but I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing acting wise. I know what I'm seeing when someone's acting. I know how I'm a film festival director, so I know I've seen a gazillion indie films.
Right.
I know which ones are not done properly. I know which ones are done properly. I know what film festivals want to see, what they don't want to see. So I have a lot of things that I can kind of help with this. And I was like, you know, if you don't want to hire me, that's fine. If you want to hire me, cool, you know. And they disappeared for like 6 months, and I was like, all right, whatever. I put it on my terms because I wasn't gonna be like, oh, I wasn't selling myself.
Right, you didn't have to.
I didn't want to. Like it was like, if I don't do it, it doesn't matter. Like it's okay. Like I wasn't. So then they came back.
Something you were really looking to do. It just happened to come to you at the time.
And I thought it might be fun to do. And so they came back to me, and we had more conversation, and they hired me, and we had a lot of fun doing it. It was a great. It's really, I don't know if you've seen it.
No, unfortunately, I have not yet.
Check it out. It's a really good film. It's a hard hitting, sort of melodramatic sisters, from a mob, and it's got a lot of heart. Their acting is great. We were able to put together a great production. It really looks great, sounds great, and we won tons and tons of awards.
I know. What did you find challenging for yourself directing for the first time?
It wasn't challenging in the slightest.
Really?
Not in the slightest. So the thing is that we had a great production team. We had Leland Crane, who does major, network television stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the camera op, the DP, director of photography.
Right.
So I didn't have to worry whether this guy was going to get a certain angle, that angle. We collaborated, but I'm like, dude, you know what you're doing, right? Like I have ideas, but I'm certainly not going to think that I know better than you. So that was taken care of. My assistant director was the AD on the Sex and the City show the entire way through and the movie.
Wow.
So that was the AD from that was my AD. So I was like, okay, I'm good there. My job was strictly to hold the story, the acting, the production together as, again, coherent story that is going to, at the end of the day, we have something that works.
Right.
Which I'm good. I'm good at. If I had to worry about all those other things, which a lot of indie films do, which I think becomes the shortfall of a lot of indie films, is that the director, the writer, the actor, they have too much to do, too much to worry about, not enough big
They
talent.
wear too many hats. They wear too many hats.
Too many hats, and they don't have enough big talent around them to handle those things the way I did. So I was very fortunate. Look, I'm not going to try and take the credit for all these awards and everything. Like I was part of that, but certainly Randy and Judith put together just outstanding team. Our editor was like, she edits on one of the big TV shows. Like it was unbelievable. That's
amazing. And it's so it was a beautiful first experience for you.
Yeah, I might actually direct another film with Christian Kyber.
Oh, great.
He wrote a real interesting piece that I'm very excited about. I'm not going to give it away or anything, but it's
Yeah.
it's a deep, heartfelt deal that I think will be a winner on the circuit.
Uh-huh.
And he actually asked me if I wanted to play the bad guy and direct. I was like, no, I don't mind playing a bad guy at all. But I wanted to direct this film because I think this film is going to win a shit ton of awards.
Really?
Yes. I think it's going to win a ton of awards. Well, Christian's a phenomenal actor.
Yes.
And the piece he wrote for himself here is something that's like Oscar nomination worthy.
Wow. That's exciting. That's so
exciting.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about that. I hope we can get it off the ground and not too long into the future.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so too. Well, it's not too exciting, but I have to go to my last commercial break. So we'll be right back. More with Bill Sorvino. Don't go away, people. We'll be back. So where do you want to go tonight?
Are you bored?
Oh my God.
Hold on tight. We're gonna coast this.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
This is a sexy show. Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey. The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor!
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
And optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
Doc, who's the best comedian you know?
Teresa Farrell.
And who's the best actress you know?
Teresa Farrell.
And who's the best cast member in Bad Boys?
Teresa Farrell.
Who's got the best radio?
Teresa Farrell.
Doc, who's your favorite guinea?
Teresa Farrell.
Who are you loving right now?
Teresa Farrell.
All right, Doc, I love you too, baby.
Love you as always.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. I have actor, director, he's written, he's produced, he is the founder and president of the Golden Door International Film Festival in Jersey City. He's also the co-founder of Brazen Giant Ensemble and Productions. And I really do, Bill Sorvino, hi Bill, and I really do love how you got the names Golden Door and Brazen Giant. I think it's a great story to tell, really.
Yeah.
Hey, you've never been to the freaking Statue of Liberty? Hello? Never been there. I have to get there someday.
You've never been there? Oh, it's great.
There. I have to get there.
As an Italian American, you need to be there.
I know, because my grandparents came over. Giuseppe and Angelina Canastraci came over, and my uncle told me that he bought, I guess, one of the bricks that's paved with it.
Yep. You get your name on there. Yeah.
I have to go find it now.
Yeah. I forgot to mention, Christian was in De La Morte Sisters. And he absolutely killed it as the bad guy. Killed.
Listen, I have to watch it. Like I said, today I watched the one thing. I have to now watch this one, and shame on me for not seeing it.
And he won a couple of awards with that.
Wow.
So I know he's nominated a few times for sure.
That's awesome. I want everyone to follow Bill, know where he is. He's on Facebook and he's on Insta. Again, as Bill Sorvino, so you can find him, you can watch what he's doing, and know what's coming up. Do you have anything coming? Wait, you also got an Accolade Global Film thing. You named one of the top 50 most influential people in Hudson County, baby.
Couple of times actually, yeah.
Great. great. I love all this stuff. Really. I mean, it's just wonderful.
I find it all very strange. I just like trying to.
I want to find it strange one day.
I'm trying to be an artist, and what people might find out of that award, I don't really know anything about that. All I know is I want to be a great artist. I want to entertain people. I want people to get something out of what I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned before the break that you have this project that's, you know, we can't disclose much, but you definitely going to be part of it, which is exciting. Do you have anything else that you can, you know, tell us about?
Yeah, the last piece that I did was a film called Love Reconsidered. I did like, it's a small part, but it was a very, very fun part. It's going to be a really great movie. The main character is played by Sophie von Paskelberg, Bette Midler's daughter.
Yep.
And had a lot of great cast in it. A lot of fun. Had a really fun time playing the other guy. I'm trying to remember.
How long ago did you film it?
It was November. It was.
Okay.
It's still in like the post production.
Yeah. It's in post.
So yeah. I think it's gonna be a great little film, and I just had the best time. I'm trying to.
Isn't that great when you have fun? Did you film it in New York?
We filmed it in Long Island.
Cool.
Yeah, and S.J. Alaco, who's a great casting director on a bunch of TV shows, she called me in. It was great. She just told me, I got a part for you, Bill. I'm like, okay.
That's the best.
Nothing, but it was a small part, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. They let us improv. It was so much fun.
That's cool. That's cool. I can't wait to see that too.
Yeah. That, I don't know when it comes out, but I think that'll have a pretty decent sized release.
Do you prefer a comedy over drama, or you just?
That's a good question. Very, very, very good question. I used to want to be Mr. Dramatic, like everybody coming out, Marlon Brando, whatever you want to say, New York. And as I gotten more experienced, older, wiser, more wanting to have more fun, comedy is gold. I love comedy. I could be a character actor, comedy actor all day, every day.
That's me. That's me.
Leave drama behind for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But drama is where you get recognized. Like Maniac was a short film that I did that I won a lot of awards for. It was a very, very dark drama.
Right.
I'm not going to win any awards for doing comedy.
Why do you find that though? Why do you find drama gets more recognition?
Because it's hard hitting. If something's hard hitting, it makes the people giving the awards be like, oh wow, that was or comedy like hee hee ha ha, and it just doesn't land as hard, so it doesn't give actors who do comedy as much opportunity to win awards until they start. And the comedic actors are always the best actors. Like they're better at drama than dramatic actors because they understand a little deeper what's going on in the subtext and the whole thing. So I think when a comedic actor goes drama, that's when they suddenly everyone's like, "What the?"
Right. Yeah.
So, like I could see myself being that kind of like if I can get into a bunch of comedies and then come back to some drama, that'd be great.
It's good to know. It's good to know. If there are a few things on the horizon I hear of, I'm going to let you know.
Oh, I appreciate that. Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, what do I have, Bobby, left? My clock's not up. I got 2 minutes left. He usually puts up a clock. Listen, I want to thank everyone for watching the show. Please like it. Please share it. I want to thank you so much for taking the opportunity and your time, this 55 minutes, to spend it with me. I hope you had a blast. I did.
I did, Teresa.
And I really do appreciate you coming on. And again, I want everyone to follow Bill Sorvino. He's on Insta. He's on Facebook. I'll post stuff when I know, certain things going on. And you share your birthday with my aunt and my best friend.
You're kidding?
You do.
15th?
Yep.
Oh wow!
Valentine's, baby. Yep. My aunt and my girlfriend, because I was like, oh, his birthday's the 15th, and my aunt and my girlfriend are the same day, so that's pretty cool. And I have to tell you, you have a beautiful family.
Thank you.
And again, I just want to thank you again for doing this for me. You can stay right there. And I just want to thank everyone for watching the show again, liking it, sharing it, and loving on me and Tea Time. I'm so blessed. Again, you can watch Tea Time every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on Channel 20 if you live on Long Island and get Optimum. I want everyone to tell the people you love them. And everyone have a great week. Okay. And I'll see you next week, everybody. Take care. Ciao.